In this video, we'll show you how to calculate the average, the standard deviation, and the standard deviation of that average using Microsoft Excel. I've recorded my data in this column, and now I want to calculate the average, standard deviation, and the standard deviation of that average. Once you've entered the data, simply click on a free cell, type equals average. Put the left parenthesis, then highlight the data and press return. Notice this gives an average of 27.21. However, when we display an average of several different measurements of the same thing, we want to include one more decimal point. So I'm going to click on this and click on the move decimal or increase decimal so that I can increase this to have an extra decimal place in my average. Next, I'm going to find the standard deviation. Click on a free cell again, type equals STDEV. That's the Microsoft Excel abbreviation for standard deviation. Once again, highlight and press enter. Now we have too many digits, too many decimals. When displaying a standard deviation, you want to display the same number of decimal places as in your average. Because I already know that I know nothing about anything beyond the thousandths place. The 10,000th and 100,000th place in a standard deviation does me no good. So here I'm going to reduce the decimal places until I only have as many decimal places as I have in my average. Finally, we're going to calculate the standard deviation of that average. This is the uncertainty in the average that we have. So therefore, that is defined as being the standard deviation of the set of data divided by the square root of the number of measurements. So we'll say equals, then simply highlight the standard deviation, click divided by SQRT, that stands for square root, of the number of measurements, in this case 6, and press return. Once again, we want to reduce the number of decimals until the number of decimals matches what is contained in the average. Notice that for standard deviations, you match the number of decimal places that are contained in the average, not the number of significant figures.